Hey everyone, it's Sharon and I am bringing you my monthly declutter. If you are new here, I am week by week choosing a new everyday makeup drawer and then analyzing the products from that week. If there are any things that I decided I didn't really like, didn't work for me, it's just a bad product, etc., I'm putting it in my giveaway bin and I am decluttering it. So instead of doing like a sweeping huge declutter a couple times a year, I'm doing it monthly, little by little, curating my collection so that it is just housing the items that really work and that I really like and want to use. So this month we actually have a lot of eyeshadow. If you've been keeping up with my weekly makeup drawers, the reviews and the Shop My Stash, you'll know some of this stuff because I tell you at the end of each week what I am decluttering, but now I've got a whole roundup. So without further ado, let's dive on in. Okay, right out the gate, I have chosen to declutter the LA Girl Nudie Cutie palette. You can't get this anymore. I really kind of hemmed and hawed on this one because there are certain things that I love about this palette. I think the shimmers in here are really, really incredible. However, the color story isn't quite right. It's a little bit too pink for me in terms of like the matte shades that they give you. And all in all, like, I think that I have better palettes that work for me a little bit more. Sorry about the glare of my glasses. I didn't feel like putting my contacts in today. So anyways, I love the shimmers, but it's such a big bulky palette. This one might go into my makeup graveyard because I did love this one for a long time, but it's just not working for me really anymore. So yeah, it's leaving my collection. Let's just get rid of go through all the palettes first. Next is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. I still have my original one in the old like tin packaging. I don't have the cardboard packaging, but I have the ones in the tin packaging. And I do have this palette. I feel like they did reformulate at some point and the shades are just a little bit different. Not a ton, but like a little bit. And this one I used all last week and it was fine, you know? Great little beginner palette, or if you like super natural, like it says natural eyes, if you like it to be very natural. I still like natural colors, but I like them to be more intense than what this provides. So for me, this one, I'm not going to miss it. If it's gone, it's going to be leaving my collection. I didn't even hardly use this one. It's like practically brand new. This one might get listed on my Mercari. I'll have that linked below if you're ever interested. If I have palettes that aren't too old and aren't too used, I will list them on Mercari. So keep that in mind. All right, next up is the Nudes of New York by Maybelline. This one, I need to reach out to my friend Monica here on YouTube. She loves this palette and I'm curious if she would like me to send this to her because you can't get this palette anymore and I know she loves it so much. It just wasn't quite right for me. It never really has been. I've wanted to love it, but it's just not quite right for me and I can't get on board with it. The tones are just a little bit off for me. So I've decided this one will also be leaving my collection. Next up, this was kind of hard to do, but I have decided that I'm going to pass on the Profusion Nude Bliss and Chocolate palette. These are both great affordable palettes if you are looking for something that has a lot of variety. These have a ton of color options in here, and overall for the money are a great palette. But for me, having as many palettes as I have, these miss the mark just slightly for me as like an everyday makeup user. These are a little bit big. I'm not utilizing all the colors in here. I have other palettes that have similar colors that I maybe am drawn to a little bit more than this. So these will be leaving my collection. So that was 5 palettes leaving my collection this month, which is really great because my palette collection has grown exponentially. I have whittled that down really well. I've got declutters if you want to see them. Check that out on my channel. I'll link the playlist. I have a ton of declutters you can check out. And I recently went through my palettes and really honed them down, but 5 more will be leaving this month and I'm very happy about that. I've got a lot of mascaras. Let's go through those next. Okay, most of these are just because they are dried up or I used them up. They are past the 6-month mark, etc. First is Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I like this mascara. I do tend to have some smudging with it, but I do like the mascara. I would absolutely not pay full price. I don't think you should ever pay full price for Tarte. if you are interested in Tarte products, wait for a sale. Either Ulta will have one, Sephora will have one, the Tarte website has sales all the time and they are excellent. Do not pay full price for Tarte. I'm telling you, just don't do it. If you just be patient and wait, they will run a sale. The ABH mascara unfortunately smudges on me pretty bad, which is unfortunate because I love this mascara. I love the hour shape wand. I love the volume and length that it gives. I think it's a beautiful mascara. The packaging is fabulous. It's heavy. So I feel like when you're spending a lot of money on a mascara, I want the packaging to reflect that. You know, they've put money into this. I really like this mascara. Unfortunately for me and my watery left eye, it smudges. Two from Hard Candy are leaving. The Get a Grip Lash Primer and the Lengthening Mascara. This lash primer did diddly squat. Absolutely nothing. It is kind of neat because it's got like a blue tint to it. So it's actually kind of pretty, like it's baby blue product. It did, honestly, I think it made my lashes worse. Like it made my lashes kind of like hard and crusty, and it didn't let the mascara go on nicely on top of it. So honestly, I think this hurt my mascara game instead of helping it. So I would absolutely not waste your time on that primer. If you have it and love it and have found a way to make it work, let me know. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I don't know. But I do have the Hard Candy Lengthening Mascara, and this I really like. I've talked about this before. It has a hourglass, very slight hourglass, very, very slight wand, but it's rubber. It really lengthens just like it says, but I also find that I can build up some volume, and this doesn't smudge at all. Next up is the Revolution 5D Whip Lift. This one, I also enjoy the brush. It's got like an hourglass shape. It is a bit of a wet mascara. It gives a nice finish. But this one I probably wouldn't buy again because it did smudge on me just a tiny bit. But yeah, it's decent mascara if you've been interested in it. I think it's currently part of the Ulta sale that's going on right now. It's worth a try. You know, if you want to try a new mascara, it's definitely worth a try. Next is the Rimmel Thrill Seeker Wonder Volume Mascara. This one was a fun one to try. I mean, when was the last time you tried a Rimmel mascara? Personally, I think this is the best Rimmel mascara that they have. I've tried some of their other ones like the Scandalize, and I don't like it at all. This one has a natural natural bristle hourglass wand. It gives you some very nice full looking lashes. This one I did enjoy. I could see myself getting this one again. I thought it was great. The CoverGirl Exhibitionist Waterproof. I really enjoy this mascara as well. It's another one with a natural bristle hourglass wand. This is also one that I would likely consider buying again. I can't recall if it smudged on me or not. I don't have my notes in front of me, but just looking at it, I feel like I remember I really like this one. When I used it, I like the results that I get. Maybelline Falsies Volume Express. I would not get again. I don't think it does much. It has an interesting curved wand, but it's also kind of flat. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a curved wand, but it's like squished. It's interesting. I don't think that this does enough. It definitely doesn't make it look like I have falsies on, so I wouldn't get this again. I don't think it's great. Next up is the Thrive Lash Extension Mascara, or Liquid Lash Extensions. This is a tubing mascara. If you like a tubing mascara, this is like the OG. I love how it's heavy. Like if you're gonna pay a lot of money for mascara, I want there to be weight in the product, and there is. For me, I've just learned I don't like a tubing mascara. So for me, this is missing the mark, but that's just because I don't like a tubing mascara. All right, next up is the Tarte Surfer Curl. I have loved this one for a long, long time. It does smudge on me just a bit, but honestly, it's one that I like so much in terms of the brush and application and final results that I'm willing to overlook the smudging because I love everything else about it so much. Again, this is Tarte, so don't pay full price. Do not pay full price for Tarte. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. All right, last mascara is from Wet n Wild. It is the So Defined mascara. This one is so interesting. Wet n Wild hasn't come out with a good mascara in years. And this is as good as you're gonna get with a Wet n Wild mascara. It's not great, but it's definitely better than what they've had. It's very, very affordable. The brush is like none other that I have. It's such an interesting shape. Like it's curved, but kind of like at an extreme bit at the end. It is rubber. I don't love the way product collects at the base there. I feel like the stopper could be a little bit better in sloughing off the product, but if you've just been interested in trying this, I think it's worth the try. I think it's decent enough. I don't know that I would buy it again though. The Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1. This, I'm just not a fan of. This says that it's 00 Fair Light, and it is so dark. So dark. Like, it makes me look like I have a fake tan on my face when I put this on all over. It also feels very heavy on the skin for me. It feels like I'm clammy all over. It doesn't ever set down. It is supposed to be, you know, a glow type product. I have other glow products that don't make it feel like I'm like clammy sweating all over. This just made my skin crawl. I just didn't like that feeling that it gave on my skin. It's also too dark, so I know a lot of people love it, but for me it misses the mark, and I'm not gonna buy that again. I actually bought it on accident. I didn't mean to buy it, so I think I might return it. Next up, a bronzer. This is the Take Home the Bronze from the Balm. It's just ultimately too dark for me. Too dark of a bronzer. I'm so pale. I don't even have foundation on today. I literally just did some cream bronzer and blush and concealer under my eyes to go to church. I didn't even put on face makeup today. But that bronzer, yeah, it's too dark. Speaking of a bronzer that's not quite right, the Winky Lux Cream Blonzer Cheeky Rose Liquid Sculpt in Amalfi. It's beautiful packaging. If you haven't seen it, it's really fun. I love the packaging. It's like you shake it up and then it's got a sponge in here. I love it. I love everything about the packaging. The shade just isn't quite right for me, and so for that reason, it's going to go. But I would consider, like, if you're interested, try it out. The other that's going, just due to shade, is the Tarte Mani Dure Blush and Glow. I would be very interested in trying this in a different shade. I just determined that this buff shade isn't quite right for me. It's a little bit too peach, and I don't really care for a peach blush on me. I want more of a pink or a mauve, but not a peach. So for that, this is going to go. It's also old. I got this in September of 2023, and it is a cream product, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this one leave. Last 3 items. First is the Benefit Gimme Brow, this little teeny tiny one I got in a sample. This is the wrong shade. I don't remember what shade it is. Oh, 2. So it's not quite the right shade for me. And also there's something about this tiny one that I feel like the applicator is just not as good as the full size. I don't know. Or maybe I just have changed my mind and I don't love it like I used to, because I used to use Gimme Brow all the time. But this one missed the mark for me, so it's leaving. I could see myself trying it again in a full size, but that mini one is gonna go. All right, and then 2 liners that I finally used up. The first is the Too Faced Better Than Sex in Chocolate. I have been using this one since July of 2024. So it lasted me a good long while. It just finally started to poop out on me where it's gotten too much like shadow, kind of gunked up in the bristles of the wand, so that it wasn't giving me the most precise line that I could get, and it was skipping a little bit just because it's starting to dry out and had too much gunk on the brush. But this has lasted me the longest time, and it was pretty much my exclusive brown liner since I bought it in July. So this is excellent. I already have another, and I just bought a backup during the 21 Days of Beauty sale, so I am stocked up on this liner. It is absolutely perfection, this one and the black one. I love them so much. They give the most precise, sharp, detailed wing. So easy to use. Cannot speak highly enough about it. It's just so good. If you need a liquid liner, especially a brown one, this is it. And lastly is from Revlon. I have the Micro Stay liner in Eggplant. I had been on the search for a deep purple liquid liner that I could do like a wing with that was so dark. It's like almost black, but not quite, you know, like it leans purple, which I really like on my brown eyes. And this was the best that I found in my search, but it still wasn't great. It's got just, if I drop it, it's got a really long applicator here. So like it gets product up on the plastic. And then when I'm trying to get it on my line, it will get on the tips of my lashes and get them all like crusty and yucky before I've even done my mascara, which then makes my mascara application not great. So for that, it's going to go, but the color itself was good. So if you can work around that and you're looking for a purple, this Revlon Micro Stay was definitely the best one that I found, and I would recommend it for that if you've been looking. All right, so for the month, 24 items are leaving my collection. Actually, 25. This one from Essence is also leaving. It was new that I purchased. It definitely leans like cool tone neutral, which I really was drawn into. But unfortunately the shimmers really missed the mark. They're really not great. The mattes are where this palette shines, but I just have other matte palettes that aren't as bulky as this. So this one I'm going to go ahead and send back to Ulta. Since I just recently bought it, it's gonna go. Just missed the mark for me. But if you're on the search for affordable mattes and you're maybe interested in some of these shimmers, I think that it likely is worth it for you if you know you're gonna use these colors, because the mattes were where the palette shines, in my opinion. So that's the Essence, the Art Gallery. That's this one. So what I say, 25 items leaving my collection this month. That's excellent. I'm thrilled. We are really just curating the perfect collection. I will do a check-in in the next few months on where I'm at in my makeup inventory, how much I have in each category, and then do another maybe tour. If you're interested in that, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of it. Stay tuned for the end of next month, and I will give you my next month weekly or monthly roundup of declutters, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.